for the most part, I'm pleased with that. You're never satisfied. We got to continue to coach and make sure these guys know the game plan and what the Akron's going to present.
What did Miles Jones and Maurice Washington do when they came in to put themselves in position to be where they are, playing right away as freshmen?
Well, they learned it quickly, one. Two, they went out and made plays. At the end of the day, every one of my guys had plenty of opportunities in fall camp. It's the guys that make plays that are consistent in what they do are going to get the chances to get out there and play. So we're not going to block it right perfectly. We're not going to not everything's going to be kosher. So I got to have some guys that can make some off schedule plays, and their speed and athleticism allows them to be able to do that.
So when you look at your unit, who would you say has the best hands out of that group, or which guys stand out to you in terms of their pass catching skills?
I'll be honest with you, all the guys can really catch the ball. There's not really anybody that's better than the others. I mean, some maybe run a little better routes, but all of them have really good hands. They can catch the ball, and in this offense, you got to be able to catch the ball out of the backfield. So I'll be honest with you, I don't really want to narrow anybody down. I mean, they all can catch it. Not really anybody's better than the other. Okay, we work routes every single day, so we got to continue to get better at our route running. But I feel very confident in our ability to catch the ball.
What does Wyatt's role going to look like on Saturdays?
He's going to be on a lot of special teams. He's a guy that can be that duck R position for us because he can play receiver and running back, and then he'll have running back opportunities as well. But he's prepared. He's a little dinged up, but he's got himself back. To where he can help us.
Did he embrace trying to get on as many special teams as he can?
Well, I tell every one of my guys, you better get on special teams or you might not make the bus. All right, we take a lot of pride in it. We don't have just one tool players. You got to be a 5-tool player. You got to be able to help the football team. And if we're not, whether you're on a scout team, special team, or you're playing, you're going to do something. And so if you want to get on the bus, you better be on special teams, or you're going to be home with the Nebraskans here in Lincoln.
How cool was it for you to see one of the guys in your room earn one of those scholarships?
That was great. That's obviously I was a walk-on, and so some guys earned it during the time that I was here, and over the years, as a head coach, I've awarded walk-on scholarships, and then that was a special moment because, nowadays school isn't cheap, so to be able to earn that is a testament to all the guys that work hard, and there's other walk-ons that are deserving. They just were the ones that got chosen this time, but it gives walk-ons hope. So when guys are looking to come to Nebraska as a recruit, you at least there's light at the end of the tunnel that we prove that we will reward walk-ons with scholarships.
Hey, Coach, after all the small college football, junior college football you coached, what will it mean Saturday to come out of that tunnel and coach a game in Nebraska?
I was talking to my wife about it the other day. I just can't wait to do it. And the spring game was awesome, but it's going to be a little bit different when the fans have been tailgating it all day. It's a national TV game, the first game. It's an historic event, really, when you look at it in the history of this program. So just to be able to be a part of that and then see the guys do the tunnel walk and run out, that's going to be special. But once it's done, right now the hay's in the barn, we say. All right, the physical piece of this is done. All right, the hay will be in the barn. Then we got to be able to go out there and get this thing be lights out on Saturday.
What's the general ideal approach to rotating the running backs?
Well, so we talk about it in between series, kind of like what we want to do. All right, so we'll look at maybe this concept, that concept. So we'll try to marry it up with the back that really fits on what we're trying to get done, maybe in that series. So we try to. I get with Coach and what are you thinking as we talk, and then that's all kind of married up. And then there'll be a guy that's on deck in case whoever is in gets tired or whatever, helmet knocked off. Then that guy will be ready. So we always have a guy on deck and a guy in the hole ready to rock and roll.
Do you map all that out beforehand, or is that a feel thing as the game goes on?
Well, I know within the concepts that we have in our game plan which guy really does it the best. Now, I can't marry it up perfect because in the flow of the series he might call something that maybe another guy's better, but it's a tempo and we can't change personnel. So that's why we got to have guys that can do it all if we can, but knowing that there are certain strengths that we'll try to capitalize if I can know what's coming up, and if it's a change in personnel, then, I just want to be fresh. I want a guy in there that's fresh, so when we play fast, we're always coming at you in waves. So my guys are ready to roll. When it's a tempo run, we can hit that thing and roll, and we can put the defense on their heels.
Hey, Scott has told me before that before games he has you kind of quiz him on the play sheet, and I think 35, 40, 50 plays that you guys have or whatever it is in a game, and he tries to memorize that sheet. Have you guys started that quiz process where you kind of try to get him up to speed and memorize on that play sheet?
No, normally we start that on breakfast on game day, and so I'll do one round with him, and then we'll do our stuff, and then we'll get to the stadium, and everybody be kind of relaxing, getting ready. Then I'll do another one, him and I. I'll say, all right, here's this rock, this formation, what are the plays, and he'll roll down. It's more like 100 plays, to be honest with you.
So he knows all.
He knows them all, and he's got to reel them down. Here's these plays in this formation. Here's the runs. Here's the passes. So as a play caller, now he has all of us in the mix, but at the end of the day, he just has that. Some guys have the gift to do it. Some guys don't. He has the ability to call plays and be able to set things up, and it's awesome. Honestly, when I'm we all know the game plan, but when he's calling plays, it's fun because you're like, wow. I mean, perfect call, boom, there it is, touchdown. I mean, it's poetry. To be honest with you.
Moves fast.
Oh yeah, I mean he's always teasing his mind. We're always doing trivia. We're always doing things, so his mind's always firing. He's done that since a little kid.
Is there someone in the room who's maybe shown you a lot in fall camp, maybe that's come a long way just since the start of camp here?
Well, I don't know if I want to pick one person. I think they've all improved, I like my room, to be honest with you. Now, it'll be key for us to stay healthy. It'll be key for us to take care of our bodies and make sure we get the rest. So for the next 72 hours, we've got it. Now we're all in recovery mode. You'll hear us talk about recovery mode. The physical piece of it's done. Now it's recovery, so we can really be dialed in. Our focus, when I was a head coach, I used to tell my guys, our focus needs to now narrow, to where when that kickoff, we are laser precision, detailed, ready to know every single play, so we can go out there and really nail it, because when we're on, we can be fun to watch.